What's up, everyone? Welcome back to WrestleLogic, where we break down wrestling stories, promotions, and the logic behind why they work. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting wrestling promotions on the planet right now, World Wondering STARDOM. If you've been hearing the buzz about Joshi Wrestling but never quite knew where to start, this is the perfect guide. STARDOM has been quietly, and sometimes loudly, redefining what professional wrestling can be. It's emotional, athletic, and unlike anything you'll find in the West. And in 2025, it's on the verge of breaking through to a whole new level of global recognition. So let's talk about what makes STARDOM special, how you can get into it, and why 2025 might be the year you fall in love with Joshi Pro Wrestling. Let's start with the basics. STARDOM is a Japanese women's wrestling promotion founded back in 2010 by Roshi Ogawa and Nanae Takahashi. From the start, the vision was simple: create a stage where women's wrestling could shine just as bright as any other form of pro wrestling. And over the years, they've more than delivered on that promise. STARDOM's style mixes pure athleticism with strong character work and emotional storytelling. Every match, every faction, every rivalry feels like it matters. Whether it's the high-speed chaos of AZM and Starlight Kid, or the hard-hitting battles of Syuri and Utami Hayashishita, the variety is insane and the effort level is off the charts. One of the first things you'll notice is how authentic STARDOM feels. The wrestlers don't just play characters, they live them. You'll see respect, pride, betrayal, redemption, all told through wrestling. It's that emotional investment that hooks fans, even those who don't speak Japanese. Another defining feature of STARDOM is the faction system. Almost every wrestler belongs to a group, like Queen's Quest, Wado Tai, Cosmic Angels, or God's Eye. These factions create layers of alliances and rivalries that make every match feel connected to something bigger. Now, let's talk about why 2025 matters. STARDOM is in a fascinating spot right now. Some of its biggest stars have moved on to international stages, but that's created room for new faces to step up. The promotion is evolving, experimenting, and setting the stage for a new era of Joshi greatness. The company's production values have skyrocketed. English commentary is becoming more consistent. Global accessibility through platforms like STARDOM World and YouTube has improved massively. And most importantly, the roster has never been deeper. Let's talk about who's carrying the banner into 2025. First, you have Mayu Iwatani, the heart and soul of STARDOM, a true icon whose emotional storytelling still defines the company. Then there's Syuri, a former MMA fighter turned wrestling machine who brings legitimacy and intensity every time she steps in the ring. In April 2025, Mayu Iwatani announced she was leaving STARDOM after 14 years and 3 months, following her loss of the IWGP Women's Championship to Syuri at All-Star Grand Queendom. Iwatani said she felt she had done everything there was to do in the promotion and was ready to find a new path. STARDOM officially acknowledged the move in a press conference, expressing gratitude for her years of service and framing the moment as the end of one era and the beginning of another. Response: STARDOM shifted focus to elevating its next generation stars. Units and leadership were reshuffled. For example, the Stars faction lost its leader, and the promotion leaned into fresh storylines to adapt to the major change. In early 2024, Utami Hayashishita, one of STARDOM's top stars and former leader of the faction Queen's Quest, announced she would also be leaving STARDOM at the end of March to join Marigold, the new venture by Roshi Ogawa. In later interviews, she explained the move as a chance to see myself as a new Utami Hayashishita, one that has never been seen before. For STARDOM, Utami's exit was part of a major transitional moment. They had to recalibrate their faction structure, elevate younger talent faster, and reinforce their identity without one of their flagship names. This shift underscored that STARDOM was ready to push forward into its next era. Utami Hayashishita continues to evolve into one of the most complete wrestlers in the world, powerful, technical, and magnetic. Suzu Suzuki represents the next generation, fearless, fast, and full of charisma. And of course, Mina Shirakawa, who's blended glamour and toughness into something entirely her own. There's also Starlight Kid and AZM, two of the best high-speed wrestlers anywhere, who've been stealing shows since their teenage years. Each of these wrestlers brings something unique, and together, they form one of the most well-rounded rosters in wrestling. STARDOM's calendar is packed with events that every fan should check out. The 5-Star Grand Prix is one of the most exciting tournaments in wrestling, a months-long round-robin competition that tests endurance, storytelling, and skill. Then there's Dream Queendom, STARDOM's year-end spectacle that often reshapes the landscape going into the new year. Every match in STARDOM feels like it matters because wins and losses have meaning. Titles are earned, not handed out, and rivalries build naturally over time. It's that consistency that makes following the product so rewarding. You get to watch stories evolve in real time. One question I always get is, how do I actually watch STARDOM? The easiest way is through STARDOM World, their streaming service. It's around 920 yen a month, roughly $6 USD, and gives you access to almost all of their shows. They also post free match highlights, interviews, and promo videos on their official YouTube channel. And if you're worried about language barriers, don't be. Many shows now feature English commentary, and the community around Stardom is incredibly welcoming. From translation accounts on Twitter to fan-run wikis and Discord servers, getting into Joshi Wrestling has never been easier. Here's the truth. Stardom offers something that's getting harder to find in mainstream wrestling: pure passion. Every wrestler is giving everything they have every single night. The crowds are respectful yet electric, and the matches combine crisp technique with storytelling that hits you right in the heart. If you've ever been burned out by overproduced TV wrestling, Stardom feels like a breath of fresh air. It reminds you why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. Athleticism, emotion, and that indescribable feeling of witnessing something special. As we move through 2025, expect even more international crossover. We're seeing Stardom talent appearing on other promotions, more Western exposure, and possibly new partnerships forming that could bring Joshi Wrestling to entirely new audiences. Stardom isn't just women's wrestling, it's world-class wrestling, period. It's proof that the sport can be both beautiful and brutal, dramatic and athletic. And if you give it a chance this year, I promise, it'll change how you see wrestling forever. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand why Stardom is so special, hit that like button, subscribe to WrestleLogic for more deep dives, and drop a comment letting me know who your favorite Stardom wrestler is going into 2025. Until next time, keep thinking, keep watching, and as always, stay logical.